Senator, I'm heading into Voss now. What should I know?
I'm glad you made it here. I'm still having nightmares about those awful creatures Rogan sent to attack me. It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
I could charm the horns off a crate dragon.
From what I hear, the Voss are big on propriety and obedience. I don't think you're their type. Voss was only discovered a few years ago and promptly handed the Empire its head when it tried to attack. The Republic's desperate to get them as allies.
What, you don't agree?
Well, I do if we can trust them. The Voss use the Force like no Jedi's ever seen. They'd be powerful allies. That's the thing. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, "The Mystics showed us what must be."
I'd like to meet someone who can show me how to defeat the Empire.
The Mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
You don't really think you have to warn me about that, do you?
I was almost afraid to say this, in case you took it as a challenge. I've arranged for a native guide, a diplomat named Lokir Ka. He'll be waiting in a private room off the shuttle bay. I sent him files on the beasts that attacked me. I hope he can help you track who sold them. Are you Lokir Ka?
Indeed. May the Mystic see no shadows on you, Captain, and the duty to all weigh lightly. I am your Honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
Are you gonna make sure I don't kiss any boys? Is hand-holding okay?
No.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be a tough stop for you, Captain.
Your mission has touched a nerve. The creatures that attacked your Senator Dodonna are a Gormak abomination.
Any idea how an off-world gangster got his hands on those things?
No. The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
If someone's breaking the law, then point me to the criminals.
Voss do not commit crimes. If you seek criminals, search your people. A settlement in the Minevra caves, called the Exchange.
Where do I find these guys?
I have been there. I have an academic interest in off-world music. My trade was with a human named Scratch. Perhaps he can answer your questions.
Hagwatopi basta wahota. Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Piowa ituta odmishka, boshuda tuabo.
So, you know something about Rogan that's worth knowing?
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Mana matota jispa micho. Tamka chirulia kimada?
I'll give you cash for each of Rogan's lackeys you kill.
Mukili moklanki, nik mi chawa welmo. Gektusta barawanga, ne subul kobo pomo? Chikos pa ini gudad ijik liska chanagawa.
Are we talking about the same thing here?
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Manchi do ti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Chatungi ma chechu, I kutsig nang kihe.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to play along.
Kutogi gumpa, jiji no lia makachisa. Wonki ata chakapa tonka, jisa bicha. Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
I have your artifacts.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Kuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
I assume he means you? Then I warn you, this is a unique opportunity. There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Show me the goods, I'll show you the credits.
Tobata ji moa tusawa. Mikuna posta morulia.
You understand this is large and unusual cargo with certain transportation issues? Selling it is a capital offense on Voss. You have to buy direct and pick it up yourself.
You want this sale? We meet where I say.
Then we lose the sale. This isn't negotiable. To keep this out of sight of the Voss commandos, we set up shop in the heart of the Gormak war zone. I'll transmit the coordinates now. If you make it here alive, I'll be waiting.
I awaited you in Voskar for hours. You were seen everywhere else. If you do not check in, duty requires I accompany you.
You never told me to come back.
I am Honores. I cannot guard Voss from your influence if you deal in secret. What have you learned?
Scratch hooked me up with Rogan's suppliers. I'll be posing as a buyer.
A buyer? Of Gormak abominations?
Rogan's people wouldn't be fool enough to expose themselves to the Voss.
Kunta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kung.
I will not interfere unless you break Voss law, but I will come.
You start lecturing, and you'll blow the whole deal.
Wonki atachakapa tonka. Jisa bicha.
Agreed. Where?
Vota miokrita chobasa. Jiho poka fokrida.
Even the mystics dare that not.
Piowa ituta od mishka. Boshuda tua bo.
Captain, I thought I would never find you. The minute I heard you were on Voss, I started searching. I'm certain you have terribly important business, but might you find time to do one small service for a diplomat of the Republic? Me?
Nothing motivates me more than credits.
Yes, of course. Don't worry about compensation. Just hear me out. Her whole life, my sister suffered from a rare form of Misra syndrome. She would have died had I not landed this post on Voss. I was able to arrange for her to receive healing from the mystics.
If she's healed, then what's the problem?
My sister chose to stay and serve the Shrine of Healing as payment for her treatment. But now our mother is dying, and I have no way to reach her. The whole path to the shrine, it's besieged by Gormak. I can pay you handsomely if you would brave the Gormak to bring my sister word to come home.
How dangerous is this path?
Dozens of pilgrims have been killed before they reach the top. Thank you, Captain. I believe Kindra serves a mystic named Kina Ray. I pray she lets her leave, and quickly. Mother may not last long.
I'm looking for a girl named Kindra Gan.
Be welcome. Your pilgrimage was expected, but surprising. Many disbelieved an outsider could enter. They preferred a symbolic interpretation. I will summon her.
May the mystics see no shadows on you, and the duty to all weigh lightly.
Your mother is sick. Your brother wants you to return to Coruscant to see her.
Oh no, I'd been hoping that she'd get better. Like I did. I must go right away. That is, Honored One, I humbly beg your permission to...
Even for we who serve, family is the foundation. Go in peace.
Oh, I hope I'm in time.
Your sister is on her way.
Thank you, Captain. When I heard you were here, I just knew you were the one to ask. Please, accept this payment for your trouble. I must make arrangements for a flight to Coruscant right away.
Here after all. And I already went and set up another buyer. I assumed you were dead on the trail somewhere. This is my partner. We call him Gormak Zack. He's our pipeline for the precious little beasties.
You have the stink of the Voss on you.
You look pretty human to me.
He's... how do I put this delicately? Gone native. Poor dear doesn't talk to real people much anymore. So, I hardly know what to charge. You're our first client who didn't pay the markup to have the cargo shipped to him.
I'm shutting you down.
You think I'm fool enough not to recognize Rogan's top bounty? I'm not making the mistake of taking you on one-on-one. But when the Voss commandos find you here trading in abominations, I'm sure they'll be happy to pitch in.
Captain, commandos targeting your location. They speak of an informant who sent them.
That blasted hairball set me up.
She would trade in abominations, then draw commandos?
Now you're catching on.
You can explain the truth. No, with this evidence, I would not listen to an outsider cry innocence.
This was set up by Gormak's sympathizers. Does it serve Voss to let them get away?
The evidence is strong. It will take months for adjudicators to sort the truth. If I give you time, you must use it to hunt these outlaws. Leave. That passage will take you to the trail. I will tell the commandos the truth I know. Await me in Scratch's shop. I said the captain is innocent. They said I believe a lie.
Chai kunkuta chichai. Wonki atachakapa tonka. Chisa picha.
I'm not feeling the love here.
Difrata amuma.
Jella laid her groundwork well. The adjudicators believe you lead the smuggling ring. The manhunt will continue secretly to avoid alerting accomplices.
Rogan's death gets slower and more painful every minute.
To clear your name, you must catch Jella Reneki trading with Gormak.
Imache. Churon chica jiliska chanaga. Barganunua. Utatyacha nichu. Kuya maya stupa.
Does that mean there's an insanely hard way?
Kutogi gumpa. Jiji no lia makachisa.
Tell Scratch your decision. I must speak with the adjudicators.
Wantahumpa. Muri rava fupa jipampawula.
What, am I supposed to guess?
Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. Chikos pa ini kudad ijiglis kachanagawa.
We'll need to be dead.
If I'm dead, I don't get to laugh at Rogan's funeral.
Negtori na natuta, ta aita wanawanga na chuba. Manchi do ti puna puna, kabuk nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky, nik mi chawa welmo.
I'm not gonna end up a statue in Gormak City Hall, right?
Kupa tomti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Kutogi gumpa, jiji no lia makichisa.
You.
Oh.
I offer peace. Forgive me. I did not know what Jella intended, though I would not have opposed her then.
Oh, oof. I think my stomach is still in Voska.
Clever trick. If Jella was here, it would have killed you. Jella has gone too far. I came to this world to help Rogan. Now the Gormak are my family. I will do nothing to hurt them.
You're not both working with the Gormak. I'll make Lokir's day.
Rogan did well for my people. He brings new weapons, new food, but Jella goes behind his back. She is trading with Sith, and they demand what all Gormak are forbidden.
Lokir Ka said the Gormak are hardly more than animals.
He is Voss. He follows the mystics. It is their darkness that creates the Nightmare Lands. The creatures there are twisted mutants. The Sith will only trade for them. We refused. But they said the mutants would be powerful weapons with our tech. Jella agreed.
I want to see what the Sith could do with living weapons.
The Nightmare Lands have existed as long as this world. Everything that walks into the darkness is consumed, body and mind. Those Jella took with her were corrupted, changed, destroyed. They are no longer Gormak. Thank you. Those who live, live because of you. Stop Jella. Those she leads turn into ones like this.
Sounds like you're in the market for a new distributor.
You wish Rogan's place? It is done. If you want my loyalty, you have it. Everything I gave to Rogan goes to you. In Jella's lair, you can learn her plans. Destroy the followers she corrupted.
Can I hope Jella isn't very popular?
She took many. I don't know who survived. But there is a back entrance. I will give you passcodes to her rooms. Talk with the wretched Voss when you are done. They already man a path to the Nightmare Lands. I will seek shelter with the Exchange. While I'm here, my family is still a target.
It is time. Return to me immediately. Lord Ratchin comes tonight to Lab 68. I promised him a demonstration of the powers we have tapped before we finalize our deal. With this sale, the Sith armies will be invincible, and I will be the richest woman in history.
Look here, have you heard of a place the Gormak call the Nightmare Lands?
The land's dark heart. It is our shame, a cancer that comes from the Gormak's touch.
Jella's selling the Sith Gormak modified creatures from the Nightmare Lands.
Such crime makes trading in abominations small. No man emerges from the Nightmare Lands sane.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried for me.
My countrymen are dull in comparison to you. Do not remember me as one who failed to warn you of your death.
I'm not planning to die until I learn what it's like to kiss a Voss.
You have long been immortal. To enter the Nightmare Lands, go to our commando checkpoint. The manhunt has not reached there. I could not let you disappear into the Nightmare Lands. I never envied tales of tragic love, but when I see you, I am filled with poetry.
Boy, did you get the wrong idea. I am not the poetry type.
I apologize. I am not familiar with alien mating habits. Take this holorecorder. It is my wife's. She is an adjudicator. Bring back evidence of Jella's crimes. It will be trusted.
I'm glad she's willing to share.
She is virtuous. Take this transport to the excavation site. Speak with Talande. He is your best chance to survive.
These controls are all that keeps the beasts in check. Without them, they would savage us in a heartbeat.
Do not expect me to take your word for... Ah. It seems you provide a means of testing after all.
You!
I'm not taking the fall for you.
I will leave you to rot. Rogan's rewards mean nothing now. I have found a power mere criminals can only dream of. Attack my pets! She will see what lives within the darkness.
Jella's dead.
The darkness must come that the light shine brighter. I will set a hearing with the adjudicators.
Better wear your best suit, Captain. And remember to make eye contact.
You should not live with this stain.
What do I have to do?
Go to the hearing board in Voss-Ka. I will speak on your behalf. I petition Mirev-Ka and the tribunal for the outsider.
The outsider is accused of trafficking with Gormak. You take this on?
I do.
You both agree to all proceedings?
We do.
I'll play this one by the book.
You are accused of trafficking with Gormak. Testimony.
The recording shows everything you need.
Jella Reneki sold the Gormak monstrosities.
We must confer. The evidence speaks. This crime is Jella Reneki's. She has been punished.
But you have other transgressions.
You can't just start making up new accusations.
For negotiating with Gormak, entering forbidden territory, and corrupting the moral health of an honoress, you owe a debt.
The accusation was trafficking, not...
You speak out of turn, husband.
It was my idea, honorable adjudicators. These lesser crimes stopped Jella Reneki. Punish me.
He's the one who should be on trial here.
That is implausible, but it is Lokirka's choice. Leave, outsider. This is a matter for Voss.
What is it?
Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki. O bagthra wanawaga mi punawa dwetuipe. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
My contacts would not risk hiding me. They say this man knows you. Does Jella live?
By the end, I had her begging on her knees.
Joto gekwanga chuska, nucha kichawa.
I will not see Rogan send another Jella to control us. Would you take our trade instead?
There's a no-brainer.
You can run this through Damas Polaran at Port Nowhere.
If he has buyers, we can supply. I'd rather you than Rogan see the profits.
Mikisa roda, kopana chapurko utman gisa? Vidwana shoto.
Captain, I just received an interesting offer from one of Rogan's former men. Seems he's got some exotic cavalry that needs a home. Your doing, I trust?
When do we get to smash Rogan's face in?
Your timing couldn't be better. We just received word that Rogan is calling the War Council for all his surviving lieutenants. I checked into all of Ivory's bolt holes. The one on Tatooine seems to be the one still active.
Rogan always shows up to spoil my good time. Let's give him a taste.
Hear, hear. I bet I could get a good bid price to see the look on his face. This is your chance to wipe the slate and call the biggest criminal empire in the galaxy your own.